Okay, then. I'm going on this trip with my mom. You stay home, alright? What? I was stunned. But this is my prize from the contest, and if the winner doesn't use the ticket, it'll just expire. I wanted to say that, but my husband, Liam, said something so shocking it left me speechless. If you don't like it, then we'll get a divorce. Excuse me? I'm saying that if you can't agree with me, then we'll end this marriage. At that moment, all the love I felt for Liam disappeared. My name is Emma, and I'm 30 years old. I work in an office. Growing up, I attended all-girls schools from middle school to college, so I barely talked to any boys. I was so busy with work that I never had time for dating. Suddenly, I realized I was 25 and had never been in love. A friend of mine noticed and set me up on a blind date. That's when I met my first boyfriend. He told me he was an office worker, but it turned out he was a freelancer, and soon became unemployed after we started dating. I realized he wanted to rely on me financially, so I broke up with him quickly. After that, I became even more cautious around men and avoided relationships. By the time I turned 30, I still hadn't dated anyone else. My parents were very worried. They had been married for years by the time they were my age, so they were anxious about my future. These days, people don't think getting married in your 30s is too late, but back then, many thought the ideal age was around 25. So my dad started bringing me suggestions for arranged marriages. At first, I kept rejecting them, but I could see how much my parents cared and wanted me to be happy. I decided to give it a try. That's when I met Liam, the man who would become my husband. Liam, the same age as me, had also gone to all-boys schools and had little experience with relationships. What I liked about him was how much he cared for his parents. He treated them with so much kindness and respect. Even as an adult, Liam often visited his parents, took them on trips, and spent a lot of time with them. He seemed like a kind and thoughtful person, and he worked at a good company. After what happened with my first boyfriend, I made sure to double-check his credentials by verifying his business card. Liam didn't raise any red flags, and I thought, he seems trustworthy. We continued dating, and Liam always took the lead since I was a little shy. He treated me with so much care, and over time, I found myself falling for him more and more. After 2 years together, Liam proposed, and we got married. My parents were overjoyed. They even cried when I told them. I felt so lucky to have found a good husband and to have made my parents happy too. After the wedding, we went on our honeymoon and started our life as a married couple. Since we both had jobs, we split the chores. I handled the cooking because Liam wasn't great in the kitchen, and he took care of cleaning and laundry. Life felt balanced and happy, and we supported each other. But everything changed after just 1 year of marriage. It started when Liam's father passed away after a long illness. After that, Liam began to spend almost all his free time with his mom, Clara, who now lived alone. On his days off, he would go to her house, take her out for errands, or even go on trips with her. Sometimes, he would stop by her house after work and have dinner with her. One morning, I saw him leaving the house with a travel bag. Surprised, I asked, "Are you going on a business trip?" He replied casually, "No, I'm going on a trip to New York with my mom." I was stunned. First, I couldn't believe he planned a trip without telling me. Second, he only mentioned it because I asked. He was going to keep it a secret. I didn't mind that he cared for his mom, but I felt disrespected as his wife. His behavior seemed extreme. He wasn't just being a caring son, he was acting like a mama's boy. When I brought it up, Liam didn't see anything wrong with what he was doing. He wasn't willing to change, either. I decided to tolerate it for a while. I thought to myself, if we divorce after just 1 year of marriage, it'll break my parents' hearts. Maybe things will get better if we have a child. Divorce felt like a big step, so I convinced myself to hold on. To take my mind off things, I started entering contests as a hobby. Surprisingly, I enjoyed it. Winning prizes and writing reviews became a fun escape, and I kept myself busy with it. I often won small prizes, like cosmetics and food. But one day, something amazing happened. I won a pair of airline tickets to Guam. I couldn't believe it. I read the email 3 times, thinking there must be some mistake, but after checking it thoroughly, I realized it wasn't a scam. There were no suspicious links or requests for personal information. It was real. I had won a trip to Guam. The email said I needed to contact the airline to redeem the tickets. The big question was, who should I go with? Liam had just gone to New York with his mom, Clara. Should I ask my friends or my parents instead? Then it hit me, why not let my parents enjoy the trip? They hadn't traveled abroad in years. I went to their house and shared the good news. Well, it's been such a long time since we've had a trip like that, my mom said. Are you sure, Emma? You won this prize. It's fine, let me do this for you guys, you deserve it. Well, thank you, that's so kind of you. Seeing them so happy warmed my heart. But then my dad noticed something on the ticket. Wait a second. What's wrong, Dad? This ticket is only valid for the person who won it. It's non-transferable, and you can't sell it either, he read. What, so I can't give it to you both as a gift? Looks like it. Oh, man. Well, there was no way around it. Honey, why don't you just go with Liam? My mom suggested. Since they encouraged me, I decided to ask Liam to join me on the trip. Later that evening, when I got home, I noticed something by the door, a woman's coat. It was a coat I recognized, Clara's. I walked into the living room and saw her sitting on the couch, watching TV. Oh, Emma, you're finally back. What were you doing out so late on your day off? She asked. Oh, I didn't know you were visiting, Clara. What do you mean? Is it a problem for me to come to my son's house? No, of course not. Clara used to be kinder to me when Liam's dad was alive, but after his passing, she became distant and sometimes outright cold. What's in the bag? She asked, noticing the bag I was carrying. Inside was a guidebook I had bought for the trip to Guam. Oh, it's nothing. Let me see it. Huh? Why? Just give it here. Before I could respond, Clara grabbed the bag from my hand. Huh? Guam? Are you trying to treat yourself? What are you doing with Liam's money? What was she talking about? I've never depended on Liam for money like this. I won the tickets in a contest, and I thought I'd go on the trip with my husband. Oh, really? You won them, huh? Suddenly, Clara's tone changed, and she got all excited. I had a bad feeling about this. Just then, Liam walked into the living room, apparently coming back from his bath. Oh, Emma, you're back. What's going on? I could hear my mom's happy voice all the way from the bathroom. Liam, listen, Emma won a trip to Guam in a contest. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, so I thought I'd go with you, Liam. I even bought a guidebook for the trip. How many people can go? Liam asked. It's a pair of tickets, so just the two of us. Liam went quiet for a moment and looked at Clara. She was staring at him, giving him that fake, sweet smile, like a puppy hoping for a treat. Well then, I'm going on the trip with my mom. You stay home, Liam said. Huh? I was completely shocked. I couldn't believe Liam was acting like this. This is my prize from the contest. I protested. So what? We're a couple. What's yours is mine, right? And what's mine is my mom's, he replied. What kind of logic was that? No way. Besides, you and Clara just went on a trip a few weeks ago. That doesn't matter. Liam paid for that one. And it was just a domestic trip. I haven't been on an overseas trip in years. Clara chimed in. She was already planning on going. Hey, I never agreed to you both going on this trip. Besides, I started to explain that the tickets would be invalid without the winner there, but Liam interrupted me. If you don't like it, then we'll get a divorce. Excuse me? I said, if you can't listen to what I say, then we'll get a divorce. I couldn't believe he said that. As soon as the words left his mouth, all the love I had for him vanished. Fine. Do whatever you want, I said, feeling numb. See? Why didn't you just say so earlier? You're so selfish, Liam snapped. Both Liam and Clara looked so pleased, as if they had won some big victory. Then, while flipping through the guidebook they had taken from me, they happily began planning their trip. I started thinking about what to do after the divorce. Later, Liam asked me to confirm the details with the airline, so I did. But it was just a formality. I'm sorry, but you cannot give the tickets to anyone else, even family or relatives, the airline representative explained. That makes sense, I replied. Then I said, I would like to decline the tickets I won in the contest, and ended the call. I told Liam I called, and here are the terms and conditions of the tickets. Please check them. He just scoffed, saying, I don't need to read the terms, and left the tickets on a shelf. He probably never realized the tickets were invalid. I shared everything with my parents. I told them I wanted to make the day of Liam and Clara's trip the day I would leave for good. After hearing what happened, my dad was shocked. "I never thought Liam could be like this," he said. Dad had been the one to suggest Liam as a potential match for me, so he was especially hurt. "It's not your fault, Dad. He only started showing his true self recently," I reassured him, trying to calm him down. On the day of the trip, Liam was in a great mood as he got ready to leave. I was curious to see how he and Clara would react at the airport. "Well, I'm off. Take care of the house while I'm gone," Liam said, grinning. "Yeah, have fun." Liam seemed surprised by my cheerful goodbye. As soon as Liam left, my parents arrived at the house. They helped me move my things into the car, and we headed to my new apartment. I had been looking for a new place the moment I couldn't stand Liam anymore. I found a cozy apartment near my office and decided to move in right away. After settling in, I felt comfortable and relieved. About 2 hours later, Liam called. "Hello? Oh, hey, what's up?" "They said our tickets are invalid." "Yep, that's right. If the winner doesn't go, the tickets are invalid." "What? I didn't hear anything about that. I told you to check the terms and conditions. It's all written there." "I never read that stuff." "Well, then that's your fault for not checking. It's like someone who gets sued and says they didn't know the law." "What do I do now?" "I already booked a hotel in Guam. They told me you'd have to pay for your own tickets. I'm not dealing with this anymore. You and Clara can figure it out." I hung up. 10 minutes later, Liam called again. "What's up now? Why can't I pay with your card, huh?" "What do you mean?" "The card you use as a backup." Panicked, I checked my drawers and realized my backup card was missing. "You took the card without asking." "I just borrowed it for a bit. But the airline told me I can't use it without permission." "What's going on? Are you stupid? You can't use a card if you're not the owner." "Wait, the internet said I could." "Internet? Oh no." And with that, he hung up. No way. I immediately checked my credit card statement and saw a list of unfamiliar charges I didn't remember making. I soon remembered that Liam had been buying a lot of clothes and other things recently. He must have used my card to make those purchases without asking. I immediately canceled the card and took a screenshot of the statement to keep a record. I would make him pay for this later. A few days later, I received a call from Liam after his 3-day trip to Guam. "Hey, what's going on? I came home to find none of your things left and the divorce papers on the table." "What's happening?" "Well, it's simple. I can't live with someone who prioritizes his mother over his wife, and someone who uses my credit card without permission." "What? If you won't sign the divorce papers, we can go to court." "Court? Are you in trouble? If people at work find out, I'll have my lawyer handle it." "You better agree to the divorce quietly." "No way." Liam reluctantly accepted the divorce on the condition that there would be no division of property, and that he would pay me for the unauthorized credit card charges. But my revenge didn't stop there. I didn't mention the details, but I knew my dad, who had arranged this marriage, wouldn't let it slide. As expected, Liam called again. "This isn't what we agreed on. Everyone at work knows now, and they're calling me a mama's boy and a thief. I can't walk into work anymore without feeling embarrassed." "Oh, what a pity," I replied with indifference. I didn't go into details. "Did you forget how many people were involved in our marriage?" "Oh." Our marriage had been arranged through a connection between my dad, a general manager, and Liam's boss, a department head in his company. Liam's boss was furious when he heard the news, and, as a result, Liam was removed from the courier track. Now, he's looked down upon by his colleagues. As for Clara, the news spread to her neighbors, who began avoiding her. She now stays shut inside her house. I didn't feel sorry for either of them, they got exactly what they deserved. As for me, I focused on my career, got promoted, and received a salary raise. To celebrate, I took my parents on a long-awaited overseas trip to Italy, where we created wonderful memories together. It had been a tough experience, but it helped me realize what I truly want in a relationship. I'll be more careful next time and look for someone who truly values me. I was shocked that Liam turned out to be both a mama's boy and a thief. When it comes to that, there's no fixing him. I'm glad that Sasha's family is doing well and that they finally got to enjoy their dream vacation in Italy. I truly hope that Sasha, who is kind and family-oriented, finds someone deserving of her. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.